4 months ago, on February 24th, I woke up, turned on my smartphone, and couldn't believe what I saw. There was a war in Europe. I was totally overwhelmed by the news. As a former Air Force officer in the German Armed Forces, I'm familiar with war from a general perspective. But a war happening on my continent in Europe, this can't be possible. But it was, and it is. Every day people were killed, and families lost everything they had, built up over generations, due to bombs falling on their homes. For my wife and me, there was no question of if or why. We just knew we had the duty to give from the heart. I run a small consultancy business, and we stopped all of our clients' projects immediately and started our humanitarian project. And my Lions Club immediately came up with the idea to bring medical help to Ukraine and on the way back, help Ukrainian families with safe transport to Germany. That was the first weekend after the war broke out. And 4 days later, the first mission was on the way to the Ukrainian border. After the first mission, my wife and I hosted a farmer named Victor, his 27-year-old daughter, and his 2-year-old grandchild. Due to the impact of the war and the mission and the wonderful Ukrainian family, the war was closer than I ever expected it. It gave me the feeling that everything I did and built up in my life could be gone in a day. And that motivates me every day to help as a lion and as a human being. We rescued hundreds of families in the missions. Our youngest guest was a 20-day-old baby, and our oldest was an 87-year-old grandmother with her daughter and her grandchildren. This is the third war she has lived through. I saw her 44-year-old daughter last month for the first time after the rescue mission. And she burst into tears and hugged me. It was a very, very touching moment for my whole life. My wife is my partner in service, my partner in crime, and as they say, and in all of life. She's coordinating the resettlement of all these families 7 days a week. Therefore, I want to say thank you, my dear. As people, we all live on and share this one planet. And humanitarian crises like this need to stop. We as Lions stand for international peace and understanding and have the power and willingness to help. If there is a need, there is a line. And right now, there is a huge need in Ukraine. During our second mission, we rescued a 36-year-old mother of 2 children. She was very sick with cervical cancer, and her end was near. In Ukraine, there was no possibility for a good treatment and a safe place for her children. She spent her last few weeks of her life fleeing war and destruction and bringing her children into a safe environment. We helped her come from Ukraine to Germany, where she died at 36 3 weeks ago. Her children are safe and will have a future because of her strengths and because we as Lions acted. I would like to invite you to help us to continue this operation. We need volunteers and support to continue our work. Due to our humanitarian missions, we developed a highly valuable network in Ukraine. We work directly with hospitals and leaders and identify the current highest needs. After 4 months, however, donations to help Ukrainian families have declined. But we will not stop serving those in need. The history books will write about how the world and we as Lions acted and how we served. To be honest, since May, I've been back at my consultancy business and working just as a volunteer for Ukrainians. But still after work, nearly every day, the need for safe transport from the Ukrainian border to the west is gone. So we focus now just on medical help. This means medical devices like X-rays, ventilators, life support machines, and drugs like anesthetics and pain medication. One senior representative of the Ukrainian Ministry of Health said that we saved probably hundreds of lives with our medical support. That makes us proud as Lions, but there's still a lot to do, and that's it. Just helping people and serving humanity. We Lions help people with no expectation of receiving something in return. We Lions are there where the needs are, and we Lions stand together and serve from the heart. It was an honor to be here with you, and I look forward to meeting you in the next days. A special thanks goes to my good Lions friend Katja Segmüller, my club president Gerd Richter, my district governor Dr. Jürgen Kuczynski, and Christopher Kempski from LCI. Thanks for your support and thanks for being an outstanding Lion. Thank you.